Okay, everyone, welcome to the show. The dog has replaced my table and lamp because that's just how it goes. So anyway, today on the show, we are answering a question from a viewer, one of you. The question was this: basically, new construction loan versus a new build loan. Basically, look at it like this. There's two different types of new construction. What's the difference between them? One is I'm going to buy a plot of land and I'm going to build the home of my dreams on it. The other is, hey, whatever developer is building out this neighborhood, and that is new construction. And I plan to buy one of those homes. What's the difference in buying those homes in terms of the loan sort of process? There's a lot that's different, but I'll just make it real simple. Buying a piece of land and developing a home on it, that is a true construction loan. Hey, we have to get the land and make sure that the home that we want to build will actually go on this land. We have utilities. Eventually, we're going to get to the point that we know the home is viable on the piece of land. We're going to buy the land, and then essentially the construction loan will be what I have while the home is actually being built, which could take, I don't know, let's just say a year. And then at the end of that time, when the home is actually ready, you will close on the home, and you will typically bundle the land and the actual home into one fixed rate 30-year mortgage, right? So even though you went through this non-traditional route of getting land and then building the home on it, I mean, you should wind up with what is a basic, 30-year fixed rate mortgage. It's just that the process to get there is a little bit more intricate. You might have to pay some interest along the way and things like that until you can actually get to the point of the house is done and you're ready to close on the house. A new development, I'll call it, is a totally different animal. So let's just say you're my client, right? And we're in Utah and you want to do a new build like that, right? A new development. Great. Typically we're going to look at the model homes that they have and just see, okay, which plots do you have that's available? And is there either a home that we already know is the home for that plot, or do I have a couple home options on that plot? It varies. Most of that just depends on how far along in the process they are. If it's like, hey, we're brand new and we got some flexibility, cool. They might be able to take, of these 8 floor plans, we might be able to pick the one that we want to go on your lot. If they're a little bit further along, that is already predetermined, and about the only stuff you're going to be picking, actually you probably will still pick quite a bit, but is like, what floors do I want and what sort of bathroom fixtures and all that kind of stuff. But that loan is totally different because the home still has to be built. So let's just say it's 6 months to build the home. Great. You're not getting a mortgage on that until it's ready to go. So in that 6-month period, all you really need is a pre-approval letter in order to get the lot and the home that is to be built under contract. That's all most of the new development guys are looking. Some of them will make you get pre-approved with their preferred lender, which is a bunch of horse shit, and I would be certainly assume there's some benefits to those relationships between those agents and lenders. Sometimes they will make you get a pre-approved through their lender, even though they can't make you use their lender. They're going to try to hit you with some builder incentives to get you to use their lender. Why would they want to do that? I don't know. It's not like there could be any sort of, advantageous relationships between those finance people and those real estate people. I mean, that couldn't possibly be possible. But they can't make you use that lender, but they will typically hit you with some incentives to use that lender. But at the end of the day, all you really need is a pre-approval letter. And they're going to say, okay, cool. We know that you will be good to go for the loan as long as nothing changes and you get fired in the next 6 months. So you put the place under contract, they build it, and then when it's done, now you actually, about 30 days out from the home being wrapped up, now you actually really get in touch with your lender and say, hey, we're 30 days out. We need to start hammering out the mortgage so that we're ready to go when the house is ready to close. That's how it works. And, there's no interest or anything that you owe while the home's being built. You basically just wait. You're pre-approved, but you just sit around and you wait until you're about 30 days out. And that's about it. That's about it. The biggest thing on those new construction places like that is there's going to be no guarantee of timeline. So they're probably going to tell you, hey, here's the estimate of when the home's going to be ready, but inside of their builder contracts, which a lot of times they will make you use their own contract versus the standard state form, they're just going to have stipulations to cover their ass. And I actually don't blame them for that, because hey, they can't predict what's going to happen with weather or lumber or if COVID hits or whatever the thing is. So they'll basically say, hey, verbally, here's when we think the house is going to be done, but in writing, they're going to be covered in case it takes an extra 2 months or whatever. It's like, hey, their ass is covered. So that's how it works. Let me know if you guys have any questions on that. If you ever need real estate help, let us know. I've got the link to my company's website down below. We work with a lot of military vets, active duty military guys who are PCSing between different bases, law enforcement, hunters, shooters. If you like guns, freedom, bald eagles, meat, bourbon, we're that kind of real estate company, and you can rely on us. So yeah, let us know if you ever need help. Happy to help. Hope you guys are doing well. Talk to you next time.